You're watching Time Warner's local edition, the Sacramento Report. Hello, everybody. I'm Jaime Garza, joined today by Senator Sam Aanestad. It's always good to have you here. We've seen you here many times.
It's my pleasure to be here.
You've been busy. The budget, trying to figure out how to balance that, the budget of California, trying to find revenue, and you're looking at different ways to do that.
Well, the legislature has come up with a couple of novel ideas. However, I can't support them, and I'd like the public to become aware of one of the ideas that is now actually passed the Senate, back to the Assembly for concurrence. One more hoop to go before it goes to the governor, and that's taxing the internet and the consequences of taxing the internet. You know, the projections are, oh gosh, if we can tax everything that happens on the internet, you know, there's billions of dollars of sales on the internet. We should be able to get some of that revenue in, and it's only fair to California businesses who have to apply a sales tax, etc. And yet what happened in New York when they decided to tax the internet is Amazon, a huge marketer, had several hundred retail outlets that were based on going online and delivering their products that way. They just closed those stores down, and it resulted in thousands of jobs lost. And so our prediction here is if we go in the direction of trying to tax Amazon.com or some of the other iTunes, etc., by taxing them, we're going to actually see job losses and tax losses in California to the point of about $100 million is what we project. So we're trying to alert the public out there that you know, they need to contact the governor's office and urge him to veto what we call the Amazon tax. It's actually a bill called AB 8 coming out of the 8th extraordinary session, the budget session, and it's a budget committee bill. No one person is in charge, but you know, this is not going to be good for California business. We're trying to create jobs. We want more people to go to work, which then means that they'll earn some money and they will pay income taxes on those jobs. And instead, in New York, what they found was just the opposite happened. A lot of people were put out of work because the .com company, the internet companies, could just go to another state. And that didn't stop people from New York buying on the internet. They just bought from an affiliate in the other state.
This sounds pure desperation. I mean, it seems like there's some people, and I know, you know, I've heard taxpayers tell me, it just seems like the lawmakers are just trying to grab at anything just to try to get money and not necessarily thinking about the long-term ramifications.
Well, that's the result of term limits around here. People are thinking only in terms of 2 and 4 years, not what's going to happen 20 years down the line. And you're right, the long-term consequences very rarely are thought out here. So I just want the public to understand that by taxing the internet, there are consequences out there with loss of jobs, and we need to go just the opposite direction.
Isn't there also a fear that if you start to tax the actual advertisers online, what's next to tax the consumer who's using the internet, the emails, which we've heard also that may someday want to be done?
That's next, and that's being proposed. And there's no bill to tax emails, but you're exactly right. You know, the first step, and then the second, and the third. The fact of the matter is we don't need all that much more revenue. We need to stop spending so much, and that's really what the problem is.
Very interesting conversation, and we probably haven't heard the end of it just yet. Senator Sam Aanestad, thank you again as always being here, and thank you for watching Time Warner's local edition, the Sacramento Report. I'm Jaime Garza. Make it a good day.
What's that? Did she just say there's an accident on the 605?
Oh, it's Beat the Traffic. I turn it on every morning.
Take control of your commute with Beat the Traffic exclusively on Time Warner Cable, Channel 101. Get up-to-the-minute traffic information with real-time 3D maps, live updates.
Traffic is looking clear on the southbound side. Nothing new on the 91 either east.
Trip times and alternate routes. On TV, on the web, on the go, and only on Time Warner Cable.